So, if you're a DC Comics fan, you probably heard from probably about a year and a half ago, that Geoff Johns was working on doing a three Jokers story arc. And after he became head of DC filming and all that, it kind of got sidetracked along with Doomsday Clock and all that. Now he's back fully in comic books, and now it's confirmed that the story is finally coming to be a part of DC's new Black Label imprint. And during the Comic Con International panel, John shared a look at his and Jason Fabok's first cover for the three-issue miniseries, which the writer described as a grounded, emotional story about the mystery of the Joker. It will focus on Bruce, Barbara, and Jason. Johns promises that while the book will be part of the Black Label imprint, it will still have elements that take place in the main DC Universe continuity. Now, just take a look at the pictures for a second, and you notice something about all three Jokers. They all tie in to the three characters that it's going to be about: Bruce, Jason, and Barbara. If you take a look at the one on the top, he's covering his eye. Well, he's not covering it. He has his hand cupped and kind of look like he's doing a camera. That tells us that that Joker is from the Killing Joke storyline. And well, the middle one, you can obviously tell, crowbar, bloodied. It's the one that killed Jason. This Joker on the bottom is gonna be obviously the one that Bruce ends up having a whole storyline with. And the Geoff Johns goes on to wait. What am I saying? Yeah, he goes on to say, "Oh God, It's late. I'm a little tired here." He says, "I've never really done a Batman story beyond Batman Earth One, which if you haven't read it, you should read it. It's amazing." He says, "If I'm going to tell a Batman story, I want it to be amazing and cool and something no one's ever seen before. This story is about the shared pain between Bruce, Barbara, and Jason, and the way some scars heal wrong and some heal right." John says, "I think of this as a Joker story. Again, Bruce, Barbara, and Jason, some scars heal wrong and some heal right. That being Barbara getting shot by the Joker, Jason being killed by the Joker, and I think for Bruce's sake, the Joker probably getting into the Batcave, just torturing him in life in general." And it continues, "By the end of this series, Bruce and the Joker will have a relationship that's completely different than the one they have now," Johns added. "There's a really fun scene where Joker drives this truck and he gets to the woods and he goes to this cabin in the woods. And there's another Joker standing in there in the door wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and the Joker who drove up says, 'That's my shirt.'" Now, my thought on that. So he pulls up and he sees the Joker from the Killing Joke, but only to say, "That's my shirt." Now, does that mean that the one that drives up is the original Killing Joke Joker? Is this one an imposter? Don't know. All I do know is it's going to be a three-issue miniseries, and we're getting our Killing Joke Joker, we're getting our Death of the Family Joker, and a third Joker. I'm not really saying which Joker he is, but yeah, it kind of goes on the rest of the article, and all this news just talks about how it started back in the Dark Side War storyline, where when Batman gets hold of the Mobius chair and asks the questions of who really killed his parents. It was Joe Chill, he knew that. And then he asked the identity of the Joker, and then we didn't find out till issue 50 and Rebirth number 1 that the Mobius chair told Batman there are actually three Jokers, which blew his mind and blew my mind. I was like, wait, what? Three Jokers? Which makes sense for the fact that, like, one Joker, so in the beginning, Joker was all comedic and he wasn't as violent, and slowly but surely we started seeing different personalities of the Joker, of going from a light comedic guy into this really dark, like the New 52, really dark and scary ass, freaky ass motherfucker. Like how he cuts his face off, has the doll maker sew it back, like stitch it back on, or not stitch, like wire it back. It was dark, man. Like the Joker just got darker, but it kind of makes sense for what that is. Like it's multiple Jokers. It's not just one guy that's slowly through lore went crazy. He was always crazy, but to different degrees, and it's because there are three different Jokers. Now, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be one of those things where like maybe the Joker is as crazy as the characters perceive him to be. Maybe I don't know. I'm not writing this. All I know is when this launches, I'm gonna read the miniseries ASAP. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that. Yeah, I'm not just gonna talk about TV shows, Venom, and movies and all that on here. I'm also gonna be talking about comics. I love reading comics. I'm actually reading. I'll be honest, I don't read like I'm not a fanatic to where I read every single comic book going on right now. I kind of pick a select few, and as I like them, I either drop them or I keep reading them depending on my feeling. Like right now, I'm reading the Amazing Spider-Man #1. I'm reading the Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm reading one of the Batmans. I'm reading a couple stories right now. It's weird though. I usually drift towards DC Comics. I won't lie. Past few years, I've mainly been reading DC. Marvel has had nothing really excites me except for old stories like graphic novels. But no, right now I'm actually reading Amazing Spider-Man. I'm reading I can't remember which DC story I'm reading. I don't know why. But either way, I'm reading a few issues. I'm gonna throw in my reviews on a whole conglomerate of them and just yeah. I just wanted to give this update on the three Jokers storyline. I'm really excited to read this. I'm waiting. I can't wait. I'm so happy that they finally are gonna release it. I mean, I'm kind of sad that it's a 3 issue miniseries, but still, I feel like because it's gonna be so short, it's gonna be so good on top of it. Because Geoff Johns is gonna use what amount of space he can to really make this a great story. But yeah, guys, that's end of the video. Drop a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you like the idea of three Jokers? Do you like or do you think it's dumb? And do you think you would have preferred just have one Joker that did all this chaos and caused all this agony to the Bat family? Or do you like the idea that there's three of them and all three have had done different things to different members of the Bat family? Like again, the one Joker shooting Barbara and making her handicapped, the one Joker that killed Jason, and the other one that's again I don't know what the other one's doing. Probably just affected Bruce somehow in his life. But again, Geoff Johns says that by the end of the story, it's going to be a completely different thing, a dynamic between them. Possibly that maybe they become friends. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, again, thanks for listening, watching, coming back. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you can get notified when my next videos come out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.